Hi, welcome to Eric's Movie Corner. I'm Eric. I'm here to talk about movies. Let's do it. All right, today I'm really happy to be talking about one of my favorite movies of all time, Jaws. Directed by Steven Spielberg. I saw it for the first time when I was 5. What? How did that happen? Yeah, I don't know either. Apparently, my next door neighbor, they had a son who was a year older than me, so we were buds. They took me to see it at the drive-in. Both of my parents have told me the story about how my father went to see this movie with a friend in the theater and came home white as a ghost because it totally freaked him out. So I can't imagine they would have let me go if they knew what movie we were going to see. The only thing I can figure out is my neighbors said, "Hey, we're going to the drive-in. Can we take Eric with us?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." Didn't say what the movie was. And I'm also pretty sure my neighbors wouldn't have taken me to see the movie if they knew exactly what they were bringing me to see. But it happened, and it was a formative experience. Kind of freaked me out. Thought there was a shark under my bed for a while. And yeah, that's stupid. There's no room under a bed for a shark. But I was 5. Give me a break. Anyway, I think it was a formative experience and one that ended up making me a horror movie fan. This movie is great. It shouldn't have happened. Everybody told Steven Spielberg that he was crazy and he couldn't do what he wanted to do. He wanted to build a mechanical shark that had never been done before. He wanted to shoot it on the actual ocean, which had also never been done before, and presents a whole myriad of difficulties in shooting the film. If you want to watch a good thing about the making of this film, if you buy the Blu-ray, there's a full-length documentary on there called The Shark Is Still Working. It has a whole bunch of interesting facts about the movie. I highly recommend it. In fact, I think you can even find it here on YouTube, so check it out. The score to this movie, John Williams, the music has become pervasive in our culture. If somebody goes, "Dan it, Dan it," you know something's coming to get you because it's become that pervasive. People just know what that sound means. There's also some great, memorable quotes in this movie. Now, some people have talked about wanting to see this movie remade. It makes me a little mad when I hear people say that, and usually the reason they give is, well, the shark looks fake. Well, yeah, okay, the shark looks fake, but you know what? It doesn't matter because what makes Jaws so great isn't the realism of the shark. It's the chemistry between those 3 actors. It's the John Williams music. It's the mastery of Steven Spielberg's direction. That's what makes Jaws great, and I don't think it could ever be made better. I think trying to remake it would be pure folly. So if for some reason you have not seen this movie already, please go watch it now. I'm about to enter spoiler territory. You won't regret it, I promise. Go watch Jaws right now. And now we'll get into some spoilers. I'm going to show you some clips right now, moments that I love in this movie. And first, I'm going to read you a short passage from the book, Jaws, which I highly recommend reading. It's significantly different than the movie. They cut out a whole subplot to try and tighten up the whole thing and make it an adventure instead of a drama. And there's also just some moments that they cut out, and they changed the ending. So definitely worth picking up the book and reading it. Right now, I'm going to read a section. Sorry, I got to put my glasses on for this. At first, the woman thought she had snagged her leg on a rock or a piece of floating wood. There was no initial pain, only one violent tug on her right leg. She reached down to touch her foot, treading water with her left leg to keep her head up, feeling into blackness with her left hand. She could not find her foot. She reached higher on her leg, and then she was overcome by a rush of nausea and dizziness. Her groping fingers had found a nub of bone and tattered flesh. She knew that the warm pulsing flow over her fingers in the chill water was her own blood. Panic and pain struck together. The woman threw her head back and screamed a guttural cry of horror. The fish had moved away. It swallowed the woman's limb without chewing. Bones and meat passed down its massive gullet in a single spasm. Now the fish turned again, homing on a stream of blood flushing from the woman's femoral artery, a beacon as clear and true as a lighthouse on a cloudless night. This time, the fish attacked from below. All of that is conveyed in this one moment right here. Isn't that cool? One of the other favorite moments in this movie is one that Steven Spielberg actually did himself. This movie ran long on shooting schedule and over budget, way over budget. And he knew he could get one more jump scare in the movie, and the studio turned him down when he asked for more money. They were like, you spent enough money. We're not giving you any more. So he went and did it himself, put it on his credit card, shot this in a swimming pool, and it's one of the most effective jump scares around. It gets you, usually even if you know what's coming. Check it out. One of the other great moments in this movie is the dolly zoom. It's the moment when Chief Brody realizes that despite his vigilance, somebody has been attacked by the shark. And yes, I know Hitchcock did it first, but I think Spielberg did it better. Check it out. Nice. One of the other great moments in the movie is the first time you actually see the shark and have an idea how freaking huge it is. And that's this moment right here. Yikes. Another great moment in this movie is the first time that Chief Brody actually sees the shark. It would have been really easy for Roy Scheider to overact this moment, but he didn't. I think he did it perfectly. Here it is.
Slow ahead. I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chum some of this shit.
And then, of course, that's followed up immediately by one of the greatest improvised lines in movie history. Roy Scheider made this up on the spot, and people still use this line today when they're facing a challenging situation. And yeah, he's right. They need a bigger boat. Whoops. Another great moment in this movie. It's more than a moment. It's a monologue that's given by Quint about his experience on the USS Indianapolis. It is long, so I'm not going to play the whole thing here. But it's one of the best monologues ever delivered on screen. And here's the punchline.
Oh, 1,100 men went in the war. 316 men come out. The Sharks took the rest June the 29th, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb.
Whew, yeah, he doesn't like sharks. Another great moment. I've been watching some reaction videos to this, and one moment that gets everybody is this moment when Jaws sneaks up behind Hooper in the cage, and he drops his spear. And people usually yell something at the movie like, "Dude, you had one job!" Whoopsie. So yeah. And then of course, the moment that probably traumatized me the most when I was 5. I don't care if the shark looks fake. This is freaking terrifying. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but it's when Quint dies. Check it out. Yeah. Yikes. And then, of course, there is the climactic moment when Chief Brody is victorious. This moment actually caused an argument between Peter Benchley and Steven Spielberg. While Benchley realized his work was going to be adapted, he just thought this ending was ludicrous. He told Spielberg, "Look, this is completely unrealistic. There's no way people are going to buy into this." And Spielberg was like, "I think they will if I get them on board and invested enough. They will stand up and cheer when this happens." And they screened it, and Spielberg was right. And I think Peter Benchley actually conceded that point. So yeah, check it out.
Blow up! Smile, you son of a...
Woohoo! Go Bernie! Those are some of my favorite moments from Jaws. I hope you love this movie as much as I do. I'm going to see it again on the 4th of July this year. There's a movie theater near me that's screening it, and I can't wait to see it on the big screen. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about Jaws. I will be back with something else next week. Not sure what yet, but I plan to keep on coming. Hope to see you back then. Take care.